Hey, shalom, y'all. Quick message. One thing we gotta understand as men is the purpose of the Lord calling us the head of the house or setting us up as the head of the house. We gotta understand we are the government of the house. We are the power structure of the house. If we allow America to be the power structure of our house, then our house is gonna get turned upside down. Now, what do I mean by upside down? Scriptures say, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. So it seems like the potter did this. It seemed like God wanted it this way, but obviously that's not the case. And the reason is because this government is in charge. A lot of people say, oh, you're supposed to obey the laws of the land and all that. They have no understanding, not understanding that the disciples and the men that rode with Christ were completely against the government, were anti-government. Check out Acts 17 when you get a chance. They was anti-government. So Christ never told you to obey these people. Christ told you to obey him in everything, to show your love towards him. But we've been taught we don't have to show our love towards him. But understand, as being the head of the household, you have to control your house. You have to tell your house the difference between good and evil, right and wrong, or they not gonna know. Because America is lying to them, telling them things are wrong that God said is right, and telling them things are right that God said is wrong. So if you don't stand up for your family, know for certain nobody is gonna stand up for your family. You are the first line of defense. And if you're not telling your family what's right and wrong and what God said you're supposed to do, you cannot expect the government to do it for you. This is an evil world we live in, all right? If you ain't figured it out yet, man, I don't know what planet you living on, but it's an evil world. They don't give a damn about God. They don't care about none of his laws. Actually, they care about them. They care about you breaking them. Y'all need to understand that they purposely making you break God's laws. They purposely pumping your woman head up on TV every day trying to get her to think she better than you. They purposely telling your children in these little cartoons that they smarter than you. Every time you see in a little cartoon, the kids smarter than the parents. Why is that? It's because they want it to be no order. They want it to be chaos. This country does not want the parents to be able to control the kids or teach the kids. So just understand, being the head of household, we know it's not just being the head of your wife, it's the head of your children. You gotta stop allowing the government to lie to your children and tell them things that's against God. All right? I hope y'all understand that being head of the household is about controlling your house and running it according to the way God says it's supposed to be ran. If you're not gonna do that, you failing at being the head of the house, unless you just plan on turning your house into Satan worshipers or something. If so, then you're doing a good job doing that, because that's exactly what the hell you're doing. You got to teach them the ways of God, because the way of this world is completely wicked. We have to understand that and check that. All right? Every time they come in with something worldly, it's your job to check it and make sure it gets shut down so they don't pass that on to somebody else in the house. Hope y'all can understand what I'm saying, man. Head of the house means you run the house, you control the house. You making sure that these people are doing right by God. You are the one in charge. And if you're not doing your job, guess what the boss gonna say?